At that moment, Cameron stood up heroically to stop him. Sayo Shuai wanted to keep brawling, but here comes the big bro. Even the toughest have fears, or rely on Silo. Next stop, Carson. 6 inmates are getting off the plane, followed by 10 more. They plan to disembark normally because if they want to escape, they need a backup plan. All's paid for by a drug lord seeking his son. They are live well broad. Nearly succeeded. 1 shackle's unlocked. The undercover cop grabs Sayohei. Subtitles, he forces Silo to drop the gun. Cameron urges, don't. Dropping it makes you a hostage. Those guys won't kill randomly yet, but the undercover was too naive, got killed before the chance came. Young life has vanished in this way, and only the classmates and close friends know the true story. He aimed to save the undercover, but befriended a deadly virus instead. Sayohei fell down in Carson. Among the prisoners meant to disembark, 2 were accidentally shot. Tragic. Now, replacements are needed. A great opportunity has arisen, yet Cameron was inclined to give up the chance to save someone. Not a single prisoner was willing to volunteer, but eventually, after being persuaded by their classmates, they finally agreed. After landing, it's doom. Cameron vows he'll scream, go all out. Luckily, the pilot's being called off the plane, but to keep him quiet, Silo used duct tape as a special tool. Subtitles. But Cameron's plans ended up in a complete mess. What a terrible performance. Silo still trusts him, gets a white cop as replacement. Friends, even the bound lady cop, are puzzled. He just couldn't leave them behind. Passing by the fallen undercover, Cameron finds the tape. This is about to reveal all the juicy stuff on the plane. What a story. Meanwhile, in Silo's cell, he stumbles upon a problem. There's a hidden airplane blueprint behind the wall. Outside, dust swirls, guards show only eyes. Cameron slips in the tape. Silo dons the comical cop suit. 6 prisoners leap off the plane, heads all wrapped up, and among them is the planned pilot. And the drug lord's son is in the mix. Let's hope no one confuses him for a rookie. Newbies were so pumped that they ripped off the plane's locator. Sayohei is in charge of the mess. Life's good. He's super smart, hiding the locator on a sightseeing plane. Brilliant strategy. The last inmate was a last-minute addition, and when Silo knew his name, he nearly cracked up. Subtitles. This guy is completely covered in locks. The hardened criminals were all left utterly speechless. They call him Green Honey. What an unbelievable name. This chubby fellow is something else. 37 people met their end in Southeast Asia thanks to him. They say he's linked to the Manson family. Talk about an unusual family tree. He's on the right flight and back in the clink. A detective finds clues. It's like something out of a movie. Suddenly, the agent finds a Last Supper card where everyone's eyes are poked into square holes. The agent picks it up for a closer look, and the eye holes line up perfectly with the letters leading right to Carson City. The agent suddenly senses trouble with the plane landing in Carson and hurries to notify. Meanwhile, the remaining officers keep investigating. What do you do now? Don't you dare touch me. 6 prisoners struggle non-stop. Carson cops show no mercy. 1 rifle butt smash, and the fat cop's tape is destroyed. The officer finally realizes the issue and alerts the police urgently, avoiding suspicion. Sadly, it was 1 step too late. Police cars were already en route while the plane prepped for takeoff. Sayohei was just chatting with a girl for a while and missed his shot. The freedom-bound plane took off. He ran to the plane window, meeting the chief. Head scolded. What a strange coincidence. The chief flashes a smile. Sayohei gives a thumbs up, and the plane soars toward freedom. Time for a party. The narcotics chief arrived, furious. The undercover failed. The plan approached the drug lord's son for intel. Unfortunately, he perished after a fierce quarrel with the agent over banning his men's assault rifles on the plane. That was just hot air. People don't come back from the dead, and Green is the star among the inmates. Nobody dares underestimate. Silo suggested letting him out. The poor guy opened the gate, tiptoeing toward Green. Cameron arrived in the cockpit, loyal to the cause, eager to know the next step. The agent manages to contact the plane. What a crazy idea. One thing's for sure, Silo was in control of the whole plane, yet they didn't have a single clue. They are heading to Lynn Airport, where there isn't a cop in 10 miles. His wife and daughter are waiting, but they run into federal marshals. The woman has to go to the airport too. What a bummer. Cameron hands the recorder to the warning signal, and the agent figures out he's trying to help. He was once a U.S. SEAL, trained to the teeth, and ended up in jail for protecting his wife. He even had the chance to leave, but chose to stay on. The agent thinks Cameron is quite the incredible inmate. There's no way he's a bad guy. The attack chopper arrives, and the narcotics chief is ready to take down that plane. Jones has been glaring at him all along. Under the cabin, they see a familiar face, Sile Hayes in the plane. YouTube's funniest intro. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.